Hey guys, it's Seth here with more Plague Inc. Evolved, and oh boy, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, after the previous session was so damn successful, like blowing through the Nocroavirus and the Nanovirus in just one session was impressive, but now it's time for the second to last plague in the game, for the time being, the bioweapon, and this is perhaps even more annoying than the Nanovirus. I also didn't expect the Nanovirus to go as well as it did, but the bioweapon, exceptionally lethal pathogen that kills everything it touches. So this is something that will also be of note. For just how unique it is, but not in the sense of, like I said, the others, like the Necrovirus and the worms. So same start. Like I said, I always start in India because that's typically the highest one. Essence of the bioweapon that was accidentally released. You will automatically become more lethal over time. Can you infect everyone before you kill your carriers? Yes, that's exactly what the name sounds. You have to get rid of your severity. Your severity, in this case, is how lethal it is. Pretty much. So your first task at hand... Deactivate modified genes 1. Reduce lethality by deactivating key genes controlling toxin production. Gotta make sure you keep this thing at bay. No question about it. I'll go ahead and go for Water 1. Just like I say, I always like going for Water 1. It's a nice start. Something that you do want to get. I mean, it really is something that's more spread. Increase rainfall in humid countries, gotta keep that in mind. So, with this in mind, I know you, as you guys can guess, as I get Air 1, as you guys can guess, we are now at the point where no longer, there's only one more plague after this. At least the ones that are out at the moment. And that is my, my third favorite one. I'd say it's I want to say it's my second favorite. It's a bit more it's more diverse in a way, than the Neurax worm or the Necrovirus, but I will explain in a moment. First, drug resistance 1. Gotta keep my eyes peeled on severity because that will go up over time. That's what they refer to. Especially this. There's a lethality. That's also going to go up. So now I need to knock that down to take the lethality out. I need to keep the lethality at bay for the time being because, unfortunately, that is going to be an issue. I'm also going to get Gene Compression 1, which is reducing the likelihood of lethal genes becoming unlocked over time. Basically, it will take a bit longer for it to find lethal stuff in the DNA of the bioweapon, and as a result, it won't do its thing immediately. So, gives you some time to sort things out. Now, that's pretty much all I can do for the time being. If I do go towards transmissions, I do get a refund of DNA points again. So again, if there are mutations, I can get DNA points out of it. And that is something that I highly recommend getting, because like I said, there aren't that many DNA point refunding plagues out there in this game. Like I said, the majority of them, I want to say it's the majority of them that have that function, but not all of them. I think it depends largely on which one you have. Like I said, the Necrovirus is pretty much that, and I believe the Neurax worm are both two of the known ones that don't actually do much in the way of refunding you DNA points for devolving stuff. Unfortunately, that's the thing, but that is the case. But as I continue to look at this lethality, it's still low. Something I'm glad about. The lower it is, the better. I do not want anyone to lose any lives just yet. And I sure as hell don't want them to notice this. Even though I think The good news is that the bioweapon isn't noticeable immediately. And all of a sudden, people started dying again. Just as I said that. So immediately, I'm going to deactivate the modified genes again. Keep people from dying. Looks like it's going quicker and quicker, though. You need to reset the lethal potential of the weapon, too, by the way. You're technically supposed to do that each time. Looks like it's going about it anyway. I did something wrong here. Still, no one has quite noticed yet, but I don't like the fact that this is already beginning to do its thing. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can do to lower this. At this point, I don't think there is. And the issue is that the unfortunate truth is that this isn't really... It's picking up still. Like, I don't like that. I can't devolve this either, because look what happens when I devolve it. It goes up tremendously. So, I unfortunately can't devolve any of this. The only thing I can do is try to slow it down. The good news is, as I said, no one's taking notice. The problem, however, is that that won't last long, because, unfortunately, the good news is that this doesn't, it isn't having a hard time spreading. But as you can see, the lethality is definitely going up on this thing. I'm not happy about that. This is not going according to plan whatsoever. It's also not helping that I'm not getting much in the way of DNA points either. Because nothing's spreading, so... Look how quickly it's gone up. It's gone up tremendously. I don't like that. It's partly because I didn't time this right. I know exactly what I did wrong. And it's something I forgot to keep in mind. But as you can see, there's still quite a lot of... People are dying like crazy already, and I'm not pleased about this. I'm focusing so much on the cure here that it's just not like the kill code. But look at what happens if you get all that. You unlock the Annihilate gene, which means now everyone will die. Like, you don't even need to worry about the symptoms, really. Any lethal symptoms. Even though, to be fair, it's 10 DNA points for the time being, so I mean, but we'll see. This is all I can do, really. I mean, as long as this thing continues to spread, it's not too much of an issue, but now that people are beginning to notice what's happening, not exactly something I'm happy about. I mean, I've hardly even done anything to the infectivity, so I'm not exactly excited that already, people have been detected, and it's, checkers have already caused people to take notice of this. I'm not happy about that at all. And now that this thing is going to get more and more lethal now, and there's nothing I can do about it. And that's something that I really... It's all my fault for that part, but... the unfortunate truth is that I didn't really plan this accordingly. The good news, though, is that I'm just going to let the symptoms do their thing now that it's already out there. And symptoms are going to do their thing now, and hopefully the infectivity will increase tremendously very soon, because I kind of need it to. See here. Not much in the way of that I want at the moment. I want heat resistance 1. I want to make sure this thing can spread. I need it to spread ASAP. New Zealand got infected, that's good. As long as if islands are getting infected, that's what I like to see. The good news is that for the time being, there's still been no curing. And because people are dying at the moment, that's actually kind of helping me, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to help me. Because there are countries that I need to infect that could easily get infected. Or, like, not infected, but, like, they could easily lose all their carriers. Because people are dying so fast. And that's what I'm concerned about. That's my #1 concern right now, and there's not much I can do about it. I can get drug resistance too for the time being. Just help combat help the infectivity rise even more. As you can see, people are really going down quickly. I need islands like Greenland to get infected now. Iceland got infected, that's good. As long as countries continue to get infected, continue to, you know, struggle, it's alright. I don't think I need extreme bioaerosol. I don't think. But what I am going to need, more infectivity. So immediately I'm going to start gunning for infectivity. Get that up. And go from there. So now the infectivity is even higher.